Right now, we are about to have a conversation, and this conversation it's actually from looking at it from CSIR, and it's about their landmark open day on August 12, 2025 at Fumesua under the theme Transforming Agriculture to Feed Ghana, Climate Smart Technologies and Agroecological Solutions. So in the studio with me is Professor Maxwell Darko Asante, who's the director of CSIR Crops Research Institute and also a chief research scientist with Rice Breeder. And then we also have Dr. Kweku Asante, who's a research scientist and principal investigator at ACE4CE. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So now let's just get straight into it. Tell us a bit about the CSIR Crops Research Institute.
Yes, so the CSIR Crop Research Institute is one of the institutions of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, which is the CSIR. Yeah. CSIR has 13 institutions, and our institution, the Crop Research Institute, is the largest of those institutions.
Right.
So we work on all the food crops in Ghana and some industrial crops. We are very big on developing crop varieties and technologies associated with them. So many of the farmers cultivate technologies, varieties that we have developed. When the farmers tell you about new rice varieties, most of them come from CSI and also from our unit.
Right, and how is it actually important to develop some of these crops?
So important. When you go to the groceries to pick the food, you don't usually know where it comes from. Yes, but farmers and breeders have worked together to bring out varieties that are more productive, more tastier, more nutritious. So plant breeding is a very important thing in the world, and plant breeders have even received Peace Prize. Because of the work that they have done. So plant breeding is very important, and we don't do it alone. We do it with the farmers.
Well, you do with the farmers.
Yes.
All right. So, Dr. Asante, as a research scientist, what do you think can actually be done to help the farmers, especially when you look at people in the north? There's been situations of the rains are not coming. We don't know what to do. We even talked about it, I think, on Monday, and everyone is going like haywire, not knowing what to do right now.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good morning to the viewers. Yes, so when we are looking at the climate variability and its effects on production, what it presupposes is that we need to have climate smart, approach to our production. So in that sense, we have developed the technologies associated with all the climate smart production systems to ensure that no matter where you are in Ghana or even in Africa, because we are in the tropics and we share common climatic conditions, you can actually find the technologies to go with your production system. So we have instituted agroecology and circular economy for ecosystem services project, and through this project we have established a multicultural technology park that, depending on the cultural practice, you can have a technology that is climate smart for that production system. Yeah. So when you look at the various principles around agroecology that go with the cultures or the cultural practices, you can look at input reduction. We've seen the scenario on the cases where Ghana has been so dependent on external inputs. During the COVID time, we suffered. During the Russia-Ukraine, we suffered. We
literally suffer for everything that happens outside.
Yes. So to break that chain, we need to shift now to agroecology, where your inputs are self-generated, you can sustain your production without excessive dependence on external input.
Right.
So as a principle, we have input reduction as part of the agroecology principles we are promoting at the technology park. We have recycling. We expect that we don't burn biomasses or you do slash and burn to degrade the soil environment. So that way you can conserve. If you are able to recycle your biomasses and apply them as different products, mulch, or compost and all that onto the soil, they strengthen the soil health.
Right.
And soil health is another principle we are advocating at the technology park. And then you could also look at biodiversity conservation, where we have farmers spraying excessive chemicals on the environment. They have a lot severe consequences on the pollinators that usually will transfer the pollen grains from one plant to another. And so to conserve and protect biodiversity, we also call for sustainable production systems. And these are demonstrated at the technology park, where you can find less input production systems to protect the atmosphere, to protect pollinators, and to also protect the crops.
All right.
And there's concerns also on food safety and all that, which are all protected during the process of, trying to get the principles operationalized.
Right. So let's talk about the brand new multicultural technology park that's going to be coming up. Where is it going to be?
No, it's located at Fumesua in Kumasi. That's where our office is.
Right.
Yes, and that's what Kweku has described. Yeah. So we have a lot of climate smart technologies there that people can come and have a look at and also adopt. So it's actually a park that is open for everybody in West Africa, right?
Yes.
To even come and try your technologies there.
Right.
Yes. So
right.
And
who will it benefit? Who would you say you would like to call on to come and visit this place?
Well, so the bigger open day is not just for the multicultural park.
Yeah.
We are having a bigger open day to show all our technologies at CSIR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So two technology parks will be open. And, one that is already there has been there for some time, and we are going to show all our technologies: rice varieties, maize varieties, legumes, and many of these ones are climate smart varieties.
Right.
And then the brand new multicultural park that Kweku talked about. So farmers, researchers, policymakers, students, everybody is invited. As a matter of fact, we have invited the Minister of Agri, the Minister of Science and Technology.
Right. I'm actually really interested in the variety of legumes that you just talked about.
Yes.
So what are some rice varieties that we need to know about, or that we will see there on that day?
Oh yes, so
because
many.
Ghana is a very rice-loving country.
Yes. So so myself, I'm a rice breeder. So recently, one of our biggest varieties is called CSIR Ejapa.
CSIR Ejapa.
Yes, and the farmers like it. It's a jasmine type. When we say jasmine types, the one we love in Ghana. It cooks soft, long grain, aromatic. Yeah, but the advantage you have is that it's early maturing, because we have had so many challenges with climate variability.
Here.
Oh yes, it's planted. So our farmers in Dawinya all over Ghana so it matures in 105 days compared to the normal ones that can do 125 to 130.
Right.
So that makes it climate smart, because if the rain stop early, then you are likely to have. So not just the rice, we have nutrient dense maize varieties which are improved for vitamin A. And then also recently even we have we developed common beans.
Common beans.
That's in Ghana we call cowpeas beans. They are not the actual beans. The common beans are the ones we use for big beans.
Yes.
So we have also recently released one that is very high in iron and zinc.
Right.
And also drought tolerance. So for crops we have many crops and many different varieties that you can come to.
I'm also interested
see.
in how are the crops and legumes actually tested? Because you keep saying this has iron, this has zinc, this has vitamin this and that. How are they tested for you to know that?
That's a very good question. So we do that in the lab. Yeah. So we have labs that will test, and they have standards. So they will test, and this one has an elevated standard.
Right.
And these days we even do as much as even going up to the DNA level. Because all these traits are controlled by genes.
Yes.
Even the fragrance in rice is controlled by a gene. So the fragrant rice types will have that gene. The one that do not have elevated fragrance will not have that gene.
Yeah.
So we study it even to the DNA level.
And they're all organic.
Oh yes.
Right.
The DNA level is just a marker, so it's like doing a paternity test.
I get it.
To know that is there. Yeah.
Right.
So these are all tested.
Yeah. All right. So Doc, how will this park actually transform the agriculture demonstration and also when it comes to training?
Yeah. So in terms of transformation, we are looking at dealing with a number of gaps. The key gaps we expect to have within this technology park setup is to bridge the gap in science and policy. It appears a number of times policymakers can sit, pick inputs for policies and then come up with a policy. But practically, if you visit the technology park, you appreciate some of the principles that should go into agricultural and natural resource management policies. And then for farmers, these technologies are there for them to adopt and to scale.
Yeah.
Because what is not working historically can be solved by just adopting one of the technologies that is meant for the problem you were encountering. And then it's also expected to have that collaborative, international research collaborative, platform where different African researchers can come and then situate their GAG, agriculture, greenhouse gas measuring stuff on our site, because we have the resources to ensure that the measurement is done. Now, the interactions we've had already with the Ministry of Agriculture indicates that even Ghana, to benefit from climate funds that are floating all around, we don't have the emission factors to negotiate and secure some of these funds.
Right.
So with such a technology park, it puts us in a position where we can begin to carry out research works to generate the emission factors that Ghana needs as a country, to also be able to help our farmers to, solve their climate problems.
All right. So this will be this park is actually open to the public from when?
August 12th. Yes, August 12th is a big opening.
Right.
But we are open till the end of August, so you can come in at any time. But we appreciate that you come in groups.
Okay.
So if it's more far, organize yourselves and come. But we are having a big opening.
Right.
We are expecting about four ministers on that day.
Okay.
Yes, and then I would like to say a little bit about Feed Ghana.
Okay.
Okay, you know that is the policy that is driving this. So Feed Ghana mainly talks about institutional farming and also climate smart farming. Yeah. So we have all the technologies there to help Feed Ghana in terms of the varieties, the seed, the agronomic the agronomy packages and all that, and also institutions can visit us to see the demos. We can follow up and even give them technical backstopping.
Right.
So it's also a way to help Feed Ghana.
Right.
We show that the technologies and what we can do to contribute to Feed Ghana.
All right. Thank you so much. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the Multicultural Technology Park will actually be open from August the 12th to the 31st. August 12th is actually the grand opening. So if you want to visit, you can actually go there and visit. Like he said, you can actually come in groups. That will make it easier for you to enjoy a tour around and understand what's going on. And so it's also a great opportunity for the youth farmers and anyone who wants to get into the agri-business sector. Anyway, we've been speaking to Prof. Maxwell Darko Asante, who's the director of CSIR Crops Research Institute and also a chief research scientist with Rice Breather, and Dr. Kweku Asante, too, a research scientist and a principal investigator at ACE for CES. It was nice talking to you, gentlemen. I really enjoyed this conversation.